Hi, Della.
Hi, Reza.
Thank you for accepting my invitation.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. How are you?
Been well? Yeah. Stay at home. Been busy.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I explained to you a little bit the rundown of the interview. So you have a few moments, let's say 1 or 2 minutes, 3 minutes maximum to introduce yourself, tell us where you come from, what you do, and maybe a little bit about your current company, etc. And then after we have some exchanges, sharing about your experience, your success, your challenges, your mistakes, this kind of thing. And then there is the second part will be more into personal questions, not too personal, don't worry, but like what are your routine or this kind of thing. And then the third part, maybe you can share an advice, give some advice to new entrepreneur or people who wants to become entrepreneur, the foreigners who wants to come, because this also, I hope there is a lot of foreigners who will be interested in coming to Indonesia and doing business. So it would be interesting for them to have some insight from Indonesians, what to do, what not to do, etc., etc. If you have anything, any sharing advice, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
let's start, please.
Well, my name is Clara. I'm the co-founder and the managing director of Decode Agency. Decode is an integrated branding and digital agency. We've been established since 2013, so it's been quite some time for us right now. Apart from being a managing director and the co-founder, we also been planning on producing some more products than just advertising agency. So we're also building some apps that is still in the planning process right now. And Decode itself is a quite small, concise agency. We're a team of 10 to 12 people. We're collaborating much with other agencies, with the media agencies, with the photographers, with EOs. We're also collaborating with artists and designers. So we are pretty much a zero ego project. It's pretty much of everything's collaboration. Also, we're very have a linear and flat kind of hierarchy inside. We are very close to our teams. It's a very small team. So yeah, that's basically about me and the code in a very brief explanation.
Cool. What is your background before doing your agency?
Um, well, I've been quiet here and there in the advertising industry in Indonesia. I was graduated from the Hogeschool van Arnhem en Nijmegen in the Netherlands, and then I worked there for a year and a half at Philips and Booking.com, and then I just went here for good. I come back for good, and then I pursued my passion in advertising industry. I joined Ogilvy Indonesia, and I also joined a design agency back in Malaysia. It was quite a short time, but it was very valuable knowledge that I got from them. And then I joined back into the digital realm on with Publicis Indonesia, and I joined back again to Ogilvy Indonesia, and then here I am right now.
Cool, nice.
So it's a bit here and there in the advertising industry, but still always in advertising industry.
Yeah. Okay. So
Well, we've been established since 2013, so the clients, the projects that we've done is quite some number I can't remember by in my head, but so we're now busy with some social media campaigns, some website development. We're also doing some marketing strategies. So um, our expertise in branding and digital has made us meeting with some people, networked with some people, and it's also we need to some like filtering out the experts, and we also like to have the fresh, the junior ones join with us and learn some things from us. So we've quite a small number of teams here in Decode. It's about 12 people, but we also collaborate with other expertise and other designers, even agencies. We're very flexible and open to collaborate always.
Okay, nice. 12-person is nice. It's not it's a small structure, but it's a nice structure already.
Yeah, that's true.
And you are based in Jakarta, because I remember you were like going to Bali, coming back, and sometimes long time you were in Bali, and we couldn't even have a lunch together. So you're mostly based in Jakarta or mostly based in Bali?
Yeah, we're still based in Jakarta. We had an office in Bali, but the business was very much packed in Jakarta. Then and until now, so we're still focusing in Jakarta right now. But yes, we still have some businesses in Bali. Too bad that we can't go there right now. Still, but yeah, we go to Bali very regularly, like once in 2 months or every month. Even it's really depending on the projects. But yeah, hopefully we'll be having an office in Bali.
Nice, cool. There's one question is very interesting for the new entrepreneur or wannabe entrepreneur, and that's where most of us struggle for a long time, is how you acquire your clients. So how did you get your first client? How did you went from 1 client to 5 to 10 to I don't know how many you have you since?
Okay, that has been also the question I've been questioning myself since day one. I have Decode, because really networks, friends and references are like the biggest help that we can get to meet great people, because people will willingly and they will happily refer us to their acquaintance or their potentials, even collaborate with them in certain projects, because they trust us, because they know how we work, they know how the credibility. That's very, very important. Other than that, also I've been also still sharing some credentials and our profile to LinkedIn networks, for example. Social media is a really big has a really big role as well to our growth. So it's just still very open to everyone. I mean, we never see like small clients or big clients, or because even big brands, they were starting from a very small one. So you'll never know if you are dealing with a small project right now, but in coming years, that you could be big and big, getting big together, grow together. That's a very ideal project that we want to be, of course.
Yeah. Okay. What was your biggest challenge when you started your company, and until now? I guess your challenge has changed between the beginning and now. So what are your challenges?
Well, the first time my challenge was pretty much for myself, because I've been also questioning, like, can we do this? Can I do it? Do I have the capacity to do this? But because I've never been calling myself as an entrepreneur since the young age. I've never had a dream of having my own company. I've always had a dream of working in a very big corporate and walking those corporate ladder. But I was just right there, and then just doing it, like just doing it properly and doing it correctly, and then here I am. But but I've always had a very good learning from the previous agencies, the previous mentors that I got. That especially me as an account person, managing everything. That it's really about trial and mistakes and error, because of course we do mistakes and of course we do errors, but it's in professional world, everything is really, you can manage it as long as you can manage it, and you accept the mistake, and you want to correct it, you want to do it better, and just you gotta do it. Yeah. And the challenge for now is pretty much, of course, the level is different. It's really about having a good, correct team, the good experts, because you know that we're now surrounded by great millennials, and we really have to see which ones are really have a connection with us, because it's really not always about skills. It's also about how you communicate with each other. It's about the chemistry even. So that's, yeah, of course, it's a really different challenge.
Yeah, true, true. And what about your success? What is your biggest success?
My biggest success, my personal biggest success, probably the overcoming my fear, overcoming my doubt to be bigger than I was yesterday. It's probably that it. I mean, yeah, every day we have challenges, even until today, and of course until years ahead. But I would say always celebrate small challenge, small even mistakes, and then yeah. Until now, it's just the overcoming the fear, overcoming the doubt, and tomorrow I will feel like, oh, well, I've done it. I did that, something like that. It's yeah, I think that's part of the success, I will say.
Yeah, yeah. All the small yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
All this is small successes that takes you where you are today.
Yeah.
And what about your mistakes? The biggest mistake.
My biggest mistake so far, I would say I wasn't really much of a people person back when I was younger. I mean, of course, I'm still very young right now, but I could have been more networked and, knowing great people. If I had known that I could make friends with great people, and then I could just, learn so much from them. I think that's the biggest. I think I probably that. Yeah, because again, knowing the correct people and great mentors, that's always valuable knowledge you can get from them.
Yeah. Would you say that you are introvert?
I'm still an introvert, but now I'm still. But I mean, right now, it's really on. I realized there's so many lessons and stories you can get from everyone, really everyone, and I try to more open to all the stories and all people and their experience, because it's really what you can learn from them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm also an introvert entrepreneur, and I couldn't imagine that I could go and connect with people and with other entrepreneurs, with other CEOs, big business owners, and connect with them and become friends with them. And I couldn't imagine that I could go until there. I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm an introvert, but as I'm a little bit older than you, so
of course, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I worked on myself a lot. So, and when I became an entrepreneur, it was I had to do it. You have to go there,
right?
and you have to sell your company, and it's so difficult for me at the beginning. It was like before I go to an event, I was like sweating, and I was like so feeling not well. I was like, oh my god, I have to go. And a very small excuse can just I go back home and that's it.
Oh my
god. Yeah, but at the same time, when I arrived at the event, I used to enjoy it actually. Once I was there, and then you start to know some people and say hi, and then when you go from one event to two event to three event, mostly you meet always the same people. So it's like, hi, how are you? And then suddenly you become more comfortable with this kind of event and with this kind of situation. Yeah. It's same.
Sometimes when things are just things go right, and you just you have the excitement to meet people even, and there's some hunger here that you want to see, to want to know more, and that knowing more is coming from people. So that's what I always feed in myself. Like, I want to know about this one, about that. What about if ask him or ask her. Those. Yeah.
Yeah. Just before you talk about mentor and advisor, so do you have a mentor?
Right now, I've been mentoring from some books, but not like the direct mentor. But there are some people that I always look up to when about the decisions in business, something like that. Yeah. But yes, I would love to have a direct mentor when maybe if I go back to school or
Yeah.
if I
Yeah, I think it's very important to have a mentor or a good advisor who can help you, and you earn a lot of time. You save a lot
yeah
of time
yeah
when you have somebody like that beside you.
yeah
Um,
that will be
uh,
different.
yeah. In terms of challenge, in terms of human resources, you say you have 12 people.
Mhm.
How challenging it is to find the right people here in Indonesia?
Oh yeah, it's quite a story because there are some people that we think that we are not connected, and then but that those are people that we've been always worked with since the early age of our agency. But we've always started from the smaller circle. So I always, keep the people that I always trust that I like to work with, and then, reference of people also that also matters. But again, I always take benefit of a doubt. I mean, we'll never know what people. I mean, they're probably not performing in their own agency because of something, but that doesn't mean that they will not performing in our agency, for example. I mean, there could be some aspects that made that happen. So I was having a benefit of a doubt about it, and of course, a quiet, clear, and strict agreement into that. I mean, it's a professional word. Everything can be managed on paper, and as long as they deliver, uh, that doesn't really matter for us. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But
And,
those
and
are like mistakes that I really hope it didn't happen to our work. Yes, it happened, and it's really lesson learned.
yeah, yeah. And today, are you searching for talents? Are you searching for people?
We're always searching for talents, of course. But today our team is pretty much filled with the correct people within the role. But of course, we are always searching for experts to have our collaboration with, to just for a quick brainstorming about an idea. It's already I would say it's collaboration because in our industry, everything comes from an idea. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And in terms of money, did you raise any money? Did you call? Did you have to call for any investors, or you always run by yourself?
We've been bootstrapping since day one and until we have some profits, and now until today. So we didn't have an investor, and for Decode itself, we don't think we will make an investor. But maybe for the other products, yeah.
Oh, you're developing other products. Yeah, that's what you said at the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you can talk about it, or no? It's a secret.
Well, actually, we've been talking with an investor, just for some learnings and what did they actually look for in a startup project. What like some tips and tricks. We've Yeah, but it's not there yet. It's not really there yet, but I think we'll be looking for one in the coming future. Yeah,
Okay.
for this new product, but not for Decode.
Okay. Good. I wish you all the best for this new product,
Oh,
secret
thank
product.
you. Yeah,
You will tell me about it when
when you're
the
ready, yeah,
product
of
is.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. What is important in your organization? Is it mission, vision, values, anything else?
Well, I guess values. Values are we very very respect the value that we have in terms of the team, in terms of our skills, and that's what clients and the public will see from us, tangibly and intangibly from our personals and our works. So I think value is is the ones that we always highlight in our deliveries. Okay, I'm very much a routine person. I love routines. I'm not get bored of it. Of course, when I wake up, I get ready. I have some breakfast. I have coffee. I mean, I'm in the new normal life, of course. But the day to day is actually been quite dynamic because I don't really go to the office much because I have like the meetings and we have this culture in the office that you don't really have to go to the office because every time you can just go or work anywhere you like. Because our communication has been great and our deliveries are always met. So it's been okay for that, something like that. But yeah, sometimes we also go to the office for meetings and stuff. If I don't go to the office, I always work out like 3, 4, even 5 times a week. But it's really depending on the schedule that I have within that week. Sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the evening, or even during lunchtime. But I always do that. I spend my days at malls, I will say. Yeah, from going to the gym until doing the work that I have to catch up, and then meetings at the same mall. Thank God I have a reliable team that they always take care of the day-to-day tasks. So I just supervise and coordinate everything when they need me. But when developing some strategies for new clients, for example, I quite enjoying building up strategies and ideas. So we always go to again meetings with the internal teams, but those are pretty much my days. It's just very different scheduling what time for what, but those are workout, meetings, and basically in front of the laptop. That's been pretty much my days. And I really never get tired of it. Okay. Okay. We started very small. Of course, it's me and my partner, my boyfriend. So we were actually 5, and then we started as 5. But now it's 2016. We only 2 for the co-founders. But then those from 5 to 2, and then from no client to these numbers of clients. Yes, it takes quite some efforts, of course. Late nights, even no sleeps, tears and bloods. Those are probably the very much that I'm proud of about we as a team and how we actually trust each other in building this baby. But in terms of taking, I take pride of it, but they're quite proud of it. It's being really proud of it. It's still a long way to go for me personally. I don't really proud easily, especially about myself. I always push again and again. I always compare to me yesterday, but also compare to the ones above me, and then why don't I go there? I mean, I wouldn't be like him or like her, and that's what always motivates us to do better.
Yeah. So how high do you want to go?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Actually, we don't plan Decode to be a very big agency, but we want to have a big network. The people we know, the people we work with, we want it to be globally. But it doesn't mean that we have to have our own team as big as 200 people. But that's the vision I have right now. But yeah, I mean, we're not going to be a multinational global agency. I mean, we never say never, but that's not in the plan. Yeah.
Are you looking to expand to other countries? I mean, at least regionally, or are you already in some like Singapore or Malaysia or Thailand, or not yet? You're focused
Um,
on Indonesia.
um, we are in process of maybe partnering with some regional agencies, regional partners. Yeah, that's in the plan. That's we really want to be regionally known, for example. But it's in process. It's in the process where we're going there. I mean, the what is very important right now is delivering our expertise in our best way
Yeah,
possible for each partner, because for each client, because they will be our ambassador to the next potentials. Yeah.
yeah. And this situation, the COVID-19 situation, what has changed for you?
Um, it's yeah, it hasn't changes, but it's not like it drastically changes. We had a pitch, we want to pitch, even we're starting a new projects with new clients, so it's pretty much business as usual, but we don't take it as granted, because we'll never know. I mean, how long it will be like this, and we don't want this to be um, worse than this. I mean, it should be better. I mean, this should be better. This is no business as usual, but we want it business as unusual, of course,
Yeah,
extraordinary. Hmm.
yeah. And how you see the after COVID-19? What most people they call new normal?
For the businesses,
Yeah,
well, I think after this pandemic, clients or brands will be gearing up for new challenges. I mean, they've been had some holdbacks in maybe their sales and their business planning. But after this, they will be, push themselves to do more. Um, I mean, they have to sell probably not much, but they are still will be pushing as long as they have some sales, and they will need agencies.
yeah,
Maybe not they will need fast ideas. They will need some instant solution. They know they will take some time. It's not like it's instant for one night, but they will need something quick.
yeah,
And that's what I think we need to prepare for it. I mean,
yeah,
we cannot have a, yeah, but this will take 2 weeks development and or 1 week or 1 month development. No, they will need something big, something fast, something that they can see the result within, I know, 1 month. But I mean, yeah, brands will be gearing up for that because they will
yeah,
need to sell more. And now they've been saving up their cash. They've been saving up their efforts, but it's going to be. I think it's going to the graphic will be better than this was.
yeah. Yeah, I also believe, and I think the strength of the agencies is that is quick, is fresh, and
Yeah,
is out of the box.
yeah,
Because most of the time, when you're a business owner and you have already a marketing team that is established and they are working in the company for like few years.
yeah.
Yeah, the benefit of an agency is that you guys, you're fast, you're fresh, and you are out of the box compared to the in-house marketing and
Oh,
advertising teams, which are not as creative as agencies. I remember when I was working with Sogo, I asked some agents to pitch for me. You were one of them, I think.
was
That's
I?
how we met. No, I think that's how we met.
I think
Um,
so. Oh yeah, what are
yeah,
the odds?
yeah. You remember with George? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's how we met.
yeah.
Exactly. So I think that all the agencies who pitched for us, they were like really, really creative. There were some really, really creative ideas. Unfortunately, we never worked with any of them, but that's another story. But it's really refreshing to work with you guys, and it's I think after this situation, there will be a lot of companies. Well, unfortunately, probably a lot of company will just go out of business and broke. That will be the situation. That will be a lot of small businesses are suffering. Even even big businesses are suffering. I can see some big hotels, restaurants. And we have now we have 150 partners, but there is like around 10 already called us and says, we are sorry, but we are out of business, and they're just closing. It's so probably there will be some businesses will be broke, but there are some new opportunities, and there will be a lot of new businesses will come, and they will need and they will need people like you and your agency to help them and to expand. So I think you have a good opportunities in front of you. That's really
I think so.
Okay, so please give us 3 advice. So one advice would be for a wannabe entrepreneur, somebody who is not an entrepreneur but who wants to become an entrepreneur. A new entrepreneur, second advice for a new entrepreneur, somebody who is already an entrepreneur but starting the business and struggling the beginnings. You know how it is, not sleeping, not paying yourself, and all these things. And then one advice, if you have any, for a bule who wants to come to Indonesia and do business here, what would you tell them?
Okay. First of all, big is, it's something that is seen as a powerful or interesting thing to be, but it really is a call from yourself. And for me, being an entrepreneur doesn't mean that you have to have your own business. You can have the mentality of an entrepreneur, but you still work in a corporate, big companies, for example. That's very possible. It's in the mindset, because I know many people, even millennials right now, that they have the entrepreneurial skills, entrepreneurial manner, and they work in the big companies and they all do great. But I also know some people that doesn't have the entrepreneurial skill or entrepreneurial attitude, but they have their own business, and that's of course performed differently. So it's not really meant that you need to have your own business to be being an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? So it's really about you being creative, about how you're doing your work, initiative, and just go beyond what you work for today. That's the most basic thinking of an entrepreneur, for what I see and what I've learned. For the new ones, for those who want to have your own business, of course, there's so many learnings from like from videos, from books. You can learn from anywhere you like. You have so many options right now, but really you have to just dive in. You get just just swim yourself. You will meet waves, you will meet big sheeps, and you will just have to keep on swimming. That's that perseverance that you really have to have in yourself. That just telling yourself, asking yourself, why do you do this at the first place, and until you are where you are now. And if you want to have a pivot and you just do something else, that is also okay. You know yourself better, yourself than anyone else. It's always okay to switch for other businesses, or even not having a business and then go for work somewhere else. It's your call. It's no one could judge you whether it's wrong or right, as long as you do it honestly, sincerely, it's a call from yourself. That's what I really meant. And then for any bule or expats who want to work in Indonesia, we are always more than welcome. You will have a lot of fun in Indonesia because there is no such pattern that you can learn in some part of island and then go to another province and get another pattern. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and you will learn so much from having business in Indonesia. And we are, Indonesians are always open for we have always respects for more knowledge and more cultures. Ask yourself, Reza, are you happy having you had a lot of fun in Indonesia?
I came here for 15 months, and after 8 years, I'm still here. So
see, you're stuck.
yeah,
So one way ticket.
the life is so nice. People are so nice, and there's so many things to do and so many things to discover, and so many islands and so many different
experience.
things. Yeah, and exactly. And
It's not always unicorns and all the happy things in Indonesia, especially for businesses. Not at all, I can assure you, but it's going to be worth it, I would say.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you for being my guest today. Do you have anything else to add?
Thank you for inviting me. Well, it's been quite having really nice chat, even though we're not chatting as regular as we could, right, Reza? But this is a really nice catch up. I hope to learn more from other entrepreneurs or from other of your friends from this videos, from this vlog, this channel.
Yeah, thank you. I hope that other people will come, and the objective of the channel is really not to have, as you said, it's not only about the unicorns. Indonesia is also entrepreneurial, like yourself, like me, and like Zendi, and like Lius, who already accepted, and some others who are in process of the interview. So what I want to give is it's a little bit the landscape of the entrepreneurship in Indonesia, because we are 90% of the entrepreneurs, 95% of entrepreneurs are us, not Nadim Makarim or people like him. He's a very successful, and we are all looking to this kind of people, of course, but they how many? They represent 20, 30, 50 people, but we are thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs like us who have to go and search for the clients every day. So that's what I want to show, and that's why it's interesting to have you guys to share about your knowledge and your experience. So change your time. I know that you're
really good to keeping each other motivated.
So days. Sorry.
It's a really good media to really keep motivated for each of us, entrepreneurs, and also knowing each other's. Maybe I'm pretty sure I never know the others that will be on your channels, and it's really good to also introduce myself and my expertise, my team into the network.
Yeah, and maybe one day we can all meet together and have a network all together. I'm sure that there's a lot of interesting exchanges can be happen at that moment.
After all this are over.
Yes, we all pray for that. So thank you, Dela. Thank you very much for your time. And all the best in this period of COVID, and happy Lebaran. Soon, in 2 days, I think we are the end of Lebaran. And Eid Mubarak. And then see you soon.
Yeah, pretty soon, hopefully.
See you soon, as all this. Yeah.
Just stay safe for now, okay? Stay healthy.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.